Assalamu alaikum. English translation of Suratu-L-Fajr. Suratu-L-Fajr. Suratu-L-Fajr was revealed to a prophet in Mecca and it contains 30 verses. So Allah is trying to use this chapter to remind us about the people of the past, how powerful they were, and the kind of punishment He placed upon them when they transgressed the bound. Then Allah started with some items and He swear with those things. Allah said, Wal Fajr, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Wal Fajr, I swear by the dawn. Dawn means the period when we are getting close to the morning. That Fajr indicates the correct time for Salatul-Fajr, Salatul Subah. So that's when the moon just comes out in the morning, around the night, not early morning, so around the night. So walayalin ashrin. Then I also swear by 10 nights. 10 nights. These 10 nights, when we check the meaning of 10 nights that Allah is talking about. So Allah is talking about the first 10 days of Muharram. So the Prophet ﷺ described these 10 days and he placed some honor and respect and he gave these some accolades, some appraisers, and some repute that these 10 days are very, very great. So we have to take advantage of the 10 days. But he said, in fact, these 10 days are very good in the whole of the year, are the best. So that's what Allah was talking about the night. So while some scholars they said these 10 days they actually mean the last 10 days of Ramadan, which we have Laylatul Qadr. So that's the thought of some other scholars. Then that's Layal in Asher. Then for those that believe that it is the first 10 days of Muharram, in the first 10 days we always fast for the last 2 days of between among that 10 days. So we have Taswa and Ashura. Taswa is the ninth day and Ashura is the 10th day. So Allah swear by everything. Washaf'i, and I swear by the even number, wal watri, and the odd. Even means something that can be divided by two, a number that is divisible by two. So then al-watir is odd, that a number that cannot be divided exactly by two. Numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7. But al-witr here we actually mean one. So Allah is one. Ash-Shafi'i means two here. So we actually mean two. So because Allah has created everything in twos, like human being now we have male and female. Every other thing is two. Every other thing, Allah created them in twos, like two category. We have male and female among everything. So Allah swear by two, and in short, Allah is swearing by we the creature and swear by the creator himself. He swear by the creatures and swear by himself. Wallail, and I swear by Allah, by the night, either yesri, when it passes, when the night passes. Allah says, Hal fi dhalika qasamun lizi hijr. Hal fi dhalika qasamun lizi hijr. Is there not in all that an oath sufficient for one of perception? That is, those that can think. Is there not enough oath? That is enough things that we can swear with, things that we can think about. Is there not enough for the people of perception. Allah said, Alam taro kaifa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. Have you not considered how your Lord dealt with Ad? Ad is the people of Nabi Hud. Those are the people that Allah sent Prophet Hud to report the word of God, to call them to the religion of God. But these people disbelieved. This Ad, they are also known as Iram. They always build, they used to build tall buildings, very tall buildings. So because of the power that Allah has given them. Irama. Allah continues and said, Irama. These people are the people of Iram. They are also called Iram. Dhatil Imad. Dhatil Imad. These people who had lofty pillars. They have lofty pillars, that is tall pillars. So the meaning of pillars here is the building that they always build. They build tall, tall houses. Allah says, Allati lam yukhlaq misluha fil bilad. The likes of whom had never been created in the land. Allah is saying that these people, this kind of people, we did not create people like them in the land because they were very powerful. So Allah is trying to say this for what we call tera'ib. Allah is trying to say this to scare the people of Mecca, the disbelievers of Mecca, the terhib, just to scare them that you people, you are very weak. People that are stronger than you, we have created them before and we dealt with them. When Allah would deal with these people, He destroyed them with wind, heavy wind. That's what Allah used to destroy them. So what will you now? You, these people of Mecca, you are very weak. People that are stronger than you, we have destroyed them. Wathamuda. And then have you not considered? Do you remember what Allah did? Oh, you Muhammad, do you remember what Allah did with the people of Thamud? Thamud are the people Allah sent Prophet Saleh to, that they demanded for sign, that Allah brought camel out of the rock for them, and they killed the later slot. They later stabbed the camel. So before Allah destroyed them. But Thamud, and did you remember the people of Thamud? Alladhina jabu sakhra bilwad, who carved out the rocks in the valley. They always carve out the rock in the valley. That is, they will dig holes in the valley in order to build house in there. In rocks, very hard rocks. In valley. Valley is a land that is between two highlands. That is a lowland between two highlands. That's what we call valley. And this kind of valley is called Wadi al-Qura. This Wadi al-Qura is found in Medina. That is between Hijaz and Sham, Syria. So, and some people said it's between Hijaz and Tabuk. So we just know that it's in Medina, Wadi al-Qura. And Allah said, what Fir'aun? Have you not remember? Do you remember what Allah did? How Allah dealt with Fir'aun? Fir'aun is the person Allah sent Musa to. Zil Autad. Fir'aun that has Al Autad. Is the owner of stakes. Autad means stakes. What do we mean by stakes here? We mean he has some soldiers that he trained. So he used those soldiers to deal with anybody that he feels like. He deal with them very well. So, do you remember what Allah did to Pharaoh too? Alladhina taghaw fil bilad. All these people, starting from Ad, Thamud, and Pharaoh and his Autad, taghaw fil bilad. They transgressed the bound. They oppress within the land. That is, they oppress people within the land. Taghaw fil bilad. That is, they exceeded the bound, the stipulated bounds in the land. They used the land anyhow. فَأَكْثَرُوا فِيهَا الْفَسَادَ. وَأَكْثَرُوا فِيهَا الْفَسَادِ, and increased therein the corruption. That is, they committed a lot of crimes in this land, in the land that Allah created them on, the land Allah placed them in or on. So they committed a lot of crimes. They displayed so much of corruption. فَصَبَّ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّكَ سَوْطَ عَذَابٍ. صَبَّ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّكَ سَوْطَ عَذَابٍ. So your Lord poured upon them a scourge of punishment. Salt. Salt means something like whipping stick, like in form of wire. So Allah poured upon them sawtu adab, a scourge of punishment. Punishment is adab. So Allah used the word poured because He gave each one of them a befitting punishment. Like the people of Thamud now, He destroyed them with wind, heavy wind. Then the people of Thamud too destroy them with heavy wind too. Very, their one is heavier than the one of the one of Ad. Or some people said Allah used a very high or intense sound, a very high sound that is coming from somewhere that they didn't even know to destroy them. Allah said, Inna rabbaka labil mirsad. Indeed, your Lord is in observation. That is, Allah observe. We just be looking at the abd, the servant of Allah. We just be watching. We won't say anything until he handle him with severe punishment. Allah said, فَأَمَّا الْإِنسَانِ إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ. And as for man, when his Lord tries him, that is when Allah tested him, when Allah tests him, فَأَكْرَمَهُ, then and thus is generous to him. When Allah is generous to him, that is Allah grants him some favor. وَنَعَمَهُ, and favors him, when Allah favors him with a lot of riches. فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمَنِ. Human being will be saying, Yaqul, human being will say that my Lord has honored me. That's the meaning. They will say, my Lord has honored me. They'll be saying it all over the place. Look at what Allah has done to me for me. وَأَمَّا, but when it tries him, إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ, but when it tries him, فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ, and restrict his provision. Like when Allah did not give him up to expectation. Like it's very hard for him to get life to make livelihood, to make ends meet. So he's finding it difficult. فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَهَانَنِ. This human will be saying that my Lord has humiliated me. You can see, human being will make different statements at different time, at different period of time. So, not knowing that honoring him and dishonoring him or humiliating him is not the way he thought, it's not the way he's thinking. The honorable in front of Allah, in the face of Allah, are the people that fear Allah. And the humiliated in the face of Allah are the people that disobey Allah, not by their own thoughts. Kalla, no. Allah said no, they shouldn't think in that way. Balla tukrimun al-yatim. If they are claiming that Allah dishonored them, they have also done so many things that are bad before. Like la tukrimun al-yatim. You do not honor the orphan. If you are saying I humiliate you, you have also not honored the orphan. You did not help the orphans that are helpless and hopeless. Then Allah said, وَلَا تَحَاضُّونَ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. And you do not encourage one another to feed the poor. That is, you guys always You are always hard upon the poor. You are not kind to them. وَتَأْكُلُونَ التُّرَاثَ أَكْلًا لَمًّا. And you consume inheritance. You consume inheritance. أَكْلًا لَمًّا. Devouring it all together. That is, you waste inheritance. Reason is that these people of Mecca, during the time of Jahiliyyah, before the arrival of Islam, these people, they used to deprive female children of their rights. They did not believe that they should have some portion of inheritance. Even young children too, they believe that they don't deserve to have any portion of inheritance. So that's why Allah said this. وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ. And you love wealth with immense love. That is, you love wealth very well, very much. حُبًّا جَمًّا, very much. Kalla, no. The word kalla here, it means harfu radi'in wa zajir, that they should resist. They should abstain from all this kind of behavior. إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا. When the earth has been leveled, that is pounded and crushed, that is when Allah crushed the earth. This time, just know that calamity has befallen you. Just know that the end of time has come. وَجَاءَ رَبُّكَ وَالْمَلَكُ صَفًّا صَفًّا. And your Lord has come, and the angels, your Lord and the angels, they have come. Soffan, soffan, rank upon rank. That is, Allah will arrange the angel rank by rank. So this is the meaning. And Ja'a Rabbuka, your Lord has come. In this context, we need to believe that Allah is actually coming. But we don't have to think about how will Allah come. We don't have to think about the method with which Allah will come. In Ilm Tawheed, we just have to believe that Allah will come and the angel will come. So we don't have to believe that is he going to trek? Is he going to come in form of in which shape, in which manner? It's not part of our belief. It's beyond our thinking. Then Allah says, وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمَ. That day, يَوْمَئِذٍ, that day, جِيءَ بِجَهَنَّمَ. They will bring, astaghfirullah, Jahannam will be brought within view. So everybody can see Jahannam. They will bring Jahannam. Jahannam means hell, hellfire. They will bring it in view so that people can see it. Yawmaizin, that day, yatadhakkarul insanu. Man will remember. You will remember all what you have done in life. You will remember everything. Wa anni lahu dhikra. Allah now says, what good to him will the remembrance do? That is, what will that remembrance do to human being? It can't save you from punishment. يقول يا ليتني. Man will be saying that day, Ya Laitani, oh I wish. Ya Laitani, oh I wish. Qaddamtu li hayati. I wish I had sent ahead some good for my life. I wish I had sent ahead. That is something that I am supposed to be enjoying now, that Allah should reward me about. But I wasted my life on something that are not good, on bad things. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ, that day, لَا يُعَذِّبُ عَذَابَهُ أَحَدٌ. None will punish as severely as his punishment. That is, nobody can punish mankind as severely as the punishment of Allah. وَلَا يُوثِقُ وَثَاقَهُ أَحَدٌ. And none will bind as severely as his binding. of the evildoers. That is, nobody can tie the disbelievers, as Allah is the best that can tie somebody. He will tie them in Jahannam. He will bind them so severely in Jahannam such that they cannot escape. Allah, the concluding part. Allah now wants to talk about the people that will be saved. That is the believers. Allah said, Ya ayyatuha nafsul mutma'inna. Allah said, O you, the righteous, O you, the reassured soul, and nafsul mutma'inna, that is the mind that is in peace, the reassured mind, the reassured soul. Irji'i ila rabbiki, return to your Lord. Radiyatan, you'll be well pleased. Radiyatan, be well pleased. Mardijatan, and you will also be pleased with. Allah will also he will be pleased by you. He will be pleased with you. So you will be pleased with what Allah will do to you, and Allah will be pleased with you. Fadkhuli fi ibadi, and enter among my righteous servants. Enter, you this soul, that is the believers. Enter among the righteous servants of Allah. Wadkhuli jannati, and enter my paradise. Enter my paradise. So this last part is talking about the reward of the believers. May Allah benefit us from His words. Wassalam.